Hey, Peter, you weren't in school for days. Everything okay?
Oh, hey, Nicole. Yeah, I'm fine. Just feeling a bit sick.
Oh, that's bad. Flu or something?
Stomach problems mostly.
Did you eat something bad? Food poisoning can last a few days.
Maybe. Been throwing up a lot.
Oh, that's the worst. Have you seen a doctor?
No. My parents think it'll pass. They're dealing with their own stuff right now anyway.
What kind of stuff?
Just house problems. Nothing major.
What happened, Peter?
Well, this is gonna sound weird, but we've been getting these black stains around the house.
Black stains? What do you mean?
Dark patches on the walls and floors. They just started appearing a couple days ago. Right around when I started feeling sick, actually.
That is weird. What do they look like exactly?
They're sticky.
Oh, that's gross.
Started in the basement, but now they're in the kitchen too.
They're spreading?
Yeah, that's what's freaking me out. My parents keep saying it's probably just mold or something, but it doesn't look like any mold I've ever seen.
Have you called someone? Like a plumber or an exterminator?
My dad keeps saying he wants to figure it out himself first. He's been spending a lot of time down in the basement, trying to find where it's coming from. But the smell?
There's a smell?
Oh God, yes. It's horrible.
Maybe it is gasoline?
No, it smells like rotten eggs mixed with something metallic. Makes me want to puke just thinking about it.
Yikes. That definitely doesn't sound like gasoline or normal mold. You guys really should call someone.
I keep telling them that, but my dad is convinced he can handle it. He's been down there for hours every day.
Hours? What's he doing down there for so long?
I don't really know. When I ask him, he just says he's investigating. He's got all these tools and flashlights set up, taking samples and stuff.
Samples of the stains?
Yeah, he's been scraping bits off and putting them in jars. Says he wants to figure out what it is before calling anyone.
That seems kind of obsessive.
Tell me about it. He barely comes upstairs anymore, even for meals.
What does your mom think about all this?
She's been really quiet lately.
That's strange. Is she feeling sick too?
I don't think so.
Weird. That's not normal at all.
I know! That's what I keep trying to tell them. Normal stains don't just appear and spread like this.
This is really weird, Peter.
Hello, Mrs. Castle. This is Principal Rockhold from the high school. I wanted to reach out about Peter Castle's continued absence. He's now been out for 2 consecutive days without any communication from his family. If Peter continues to be absent, we'll need some form of documentation. Doctor's note, parent call, something to explain the extended absence. We're just trying to make sure he's okay. Thank you.
Nicole, I heard that your friend Peter isn't attending the school. They say he's been out for days with no word from his parents.
Yeah, I know, Mom. I've been texting with him. He's sick.
Well, his parents need to call the school. That's what responsible parents do.
I think they're dealing with some house problems too.
House problems are not an excuse for not communicating with the school. If Peter is sick enough to miss multiple days, he should see a doctor, and his parents should be calling in.
I'm just telling you what he told me.
Well, stop worrying about other people's minor household problems. Focus on your own schoolwork, and tell Peter to have his parents call the school.
Okay, Mom. I'll let him know.
Attention Research Team Alpha. We're detecting unusual electromagnetic readings from grid reference 847N, residential area, approximately 2.3 miles northeast of our facility. Frequency patterns are irregular. I need a full spectrum analysis within the hour. Tag this as priority level 3 for now.
Hey, my mom says your parents need to call the school about your absences.
Yeah, I know. I'll tell them, but they're pretty distracted right now.
Still dealing with the stain thing?
It's gotten worse. Much worse.
How much worse?
The basement is almost completely covered now. And it's not just staining anymore.
What do you mean? Oh my God, Peter. What is that?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. It's like it's eating through the walls. Look at this one.
That looks like it's dissolving the concrete.
It's spreading faster now, too.
You guys have to call someone now. This could be dangerous.
I keep trying to tell them that, but my dad is completely obsessed. He's been down there almost non-stop, taking more and more samples. He has this whole setup now with microscopes and test tubes.
That's really concerning, Peter. Your dad isn't a scientist. He shouldn't be handling unknown substances.
That's what I told him, but he won't listen.
Peter, this is scaring me. You need to get out of that house.
Where would I go? And I can't just leave my parents, even if they're acting crazy.
Can you at least try to stay away from the basement?
I try to, but the smell is getting stronger throughout the whole house. And now there are stains showing up everywhere.
How bad is the smell now?
Imagine the worst thing you've ever smelled, then multiply it by 10. It burns your nose and throat, makes your eyes water.
That sounds toxic. You could be getting poisoned.
Maybe that's why I've been feeling so sick. The timing definitely matches up.
Peter, please, call 911 or something. This isn't just house problems anymore.
What would I tell them? That my house has weird black stains? They'll think I'm crazy.
Show them the pictures. Those aren't normal stains. That stuff is literally eating your house.
You're right. This is way beyond what my dad can handle, no matter what he thinks he's discovered.
Update on grid reference 847N. Electromagnetic anomaly is intensifying. Pattern suggests active manifestation in progress. Requesting permission to dispatch reconnaissance team. This has all the hallmarks of a Class 4 anomalous event. We need eyes on the ground immediately.
Nicole, my dad just came upstairs. His skin looks grayish, and his eyes are bloodshot, as if he hasn't slept in days.
Has he been sleeping?
I don't think so. I hear him moving around down there all night. Sometimes he talks to himself, but I can't make out what he's saying.
Peter, this is really serious. Your family needs help.
I'm starting to think you're right. This isn't just about house stains anymore.
Promise me you'll call someone today, whether your parents want you to or not.
Okay, I promise. I'm scared, Nicole.
I know, but we'll figure this out. Just stay safe until help arrives.
Hey, Skylar, can I talk to you about something?
Of course, sis. What's going on?
It's about David. He's obsessed with this mold problem we have. Spends all his time in the basement.
That doesn't sound like David.
He stays up all night just staring at these black stains. Sometimes I hear him talking to himself down there.
What?
Yesterday, I asked him if we should call a professional. He got really angry, said no one else could understand what he's found.
Found? What has he found?
He won't tell me.
Lisa, this is really concerning.
He's getting worse every day. His skin turned gray, and his hands.
What about his hands?
They're stained black, permanently it seems. Took this while he was in the shower. But it didn't clean it.
Lisa, you need to get out of there. This doesn't sound safe.
I can't abandon my family. David needs help. And Peter is getting sick from all this too.
Peter is sick?
Been throwing up for days. I think it's the smell from whatever David is doing down there.
Please come stay with me for a few days. At least until David gets professional help.
David doesn't let us leave. Every exit is blocked with mold. It doesn't open.
I'll get professional help. This is bad.
Nicole, something terrible happened overnight.
What do you mean?
The black stuff. I woke up and it's covering almost everywhere in the house.
Oh my god, Peter. How is that even possible?
I don't know.
Where are your parents?
He's still down in the basement. I can hear him moving around down there.
And your mom?
She's acting like nothing's wrong. Just making breakfast like it's a normal day, even though there's black slime dripping from the kitchen ceiling.
This is insane, Peter. You need to get out of there right now.
I tried to talk to my mom about it. She just smiled and said, Dad has everything under control.
This is getting really scary.
The smell is so much stronger now, too. It's making me dizzy and nauseous.
Peter, please just leave the house. Come to my place or something.
I can't leave them. Even if they're acting crazy, they're still my parents.
How are you feeling today?
Worse, much worse. I think I'm being poisoned by whatever this stuff is.
This is really frightening.
Wait until you see what he looks like now.
Peter, he doesn't look right. Also looks like the substance has interacted with his skin.
I know! It won't wash off. He just smiled and said I'd understand when my time comes.
Your time comes? Peter, that sounds like a threat.
But he said it like it was a good thing, as if he was promising me something wonderful.
There is nothing wonderful about this. Your father is having some kind of breakdown.
It's not just a breakdown, though. The substance is real, as if it's alive.
That's impossible.
That's what I thought, but I watched it. It moves when no one is touching it, creeps along the walls by itself.
Peter, I'm calling 911 right now.
And tell them what? That my house is being taken over by living black slime?
Yes, exactly that. They'll get you out of there.
I'm scared they won't believe me, and then I'll be stuck there, with no way to get help.
Agent Strickland, I need you to investigate grid reference 847N immediately. We're detecting significant atmospheric anomalies in that residential area.
Sure, what are the anomalies?
Corrosive chemical signatures. Unlike anything in our database, the electromagnetic readings are off the charts.
Understood. How urgent is this?
Priority Alpha. Something is actively manifesting in that area, and it's accelerating.
Any reports from local authorities?
2 calls. We said we'd take over the case. There's definitely anomalous activity, possibly Class 4 or higher.
Equipment recommendations?
Full hazmat protection, atmospheric monitoring gear, and chemical detection equipment. Whatever is happening there involves corrosive agents.
ETA is 30 minutes.
Be extremely careful, Max. The readings suggest this could be dangerous to human exposure.
Understood. We'll report findings immediately upon arrival.
I called the authorities, Peter.
Nicole, I need to show you something else.
What now?
My dad's collection.
Jesus Christ, Peter. How many jars does he have?
I counted at least 50, maybe more. He's got them organized by date. He's tracking how the substance changes over time. He says the newer samples are more active.
Just try to hide somewhere. Authorities must be on the way.
But try telling him. He thinks he's conducting important research.
Research into what exactly?
He won't say specifically. He talks about it like it's evolution. We're becoming something better.
Peter promised me you won't let him give you any of that stuff. Make you touch it or ingest it.
Why would he do that?
I don't know, but people having psychotic breaks can do unpredictable things.
He's still my father.
Maybe physically, but mentally he's not the same person anymore.
I don't know.
Peter, you have to get out. Today, right now.
I can't access the exits. I can't just leave her here with him.
What about your mother?
She seems to agree with everything he says now, like she's under his influence.
Or under the influence of whatever that substance is doing.
What if it already has affected me too? What if I'm not thinking clearly either?
You seem fine to me. You're the only one who recognizes the situation is wrong.
For now, but what if that changes?
Just hold on. The help is on the way.
Okay, thank you. Nicole, he's not walking normally anymore.
What?
It's hard to describe. He's moving like he's floating, almost gliding across the floor. His feet barely seem to touch the ground.
Maybe the substance has affected your mind too.
I don't know. I'm going to cry so bad. I'm losing my mind.
Calm down, Peter. We need you to stay strong.
Dr. Simons, I've arrived at grid reference 847N, confirming visual anomalies immediately.
What are you seeing?
Black corrosive damage on multiple residential structures. Appears to be eating through concrete and metal, unlike any chemical corrosion I've encountered.
How widespread is the damage?
At least 6 houses show significant signs. One structure appears to be the epicenter. Damage is most severe there.
Any signs of civilian presence?
Unclear. Several vehicles and driveways, but no visible activity. Atmospheric readings are off the charts.
Proceed with extreme caution, Max. Document everything, but do not approach the epicenter yet.
Understood. I'm going to canvass the perimeter first. Get a better sense of the affected area.
Peter, you need to leave that house right now.
I can't. He says we need to stay together, that his research is at a critical stage, and the family has to be here for it.
Where's your mom during all this?
She's not responding to anything anymore. She just sits and stares at the black stuff. Just stares.
Have you tried shaking her or something?
Yeah, she looks right through me, as if I'm not even there.
Lisa? I'm getting worried about you. Lisa, please respond. I'm thinking about driving over there. I already called the police. Lisa, please.
Dr. Rose, I need you to join the investigation immediately. Grid reference 847N. Agent Strickland is confirming anomalous corrosive activity. Signature patterns suggest possible SCP-106 manifestation.
106? Are you certain?
The corrosive properties match previous encounters. Molecular degradation, black residue, reality distortion.
Has Strickland made contact with any affected civilians?
Not yet. He's maintaining perimeter for now, but if this is 106, we need to move fast.
Understood. ETA 20 minutes. Should I bring containment equipment?
Bring everything. If 106 has manifested in a residential area, we're looking at potential mass casualties.
On my way.
Dr. Simons, I'm getting some very disturbing readings.
Elaborate.
The corrosive signature is intensifying, and there are spatial fluctuations around the epicenter house.
Fluctuations?
Space-time distortion, consistent with trans-dimensional phase shifting.
That confirms it. We're dealing with SCP-106.
Should I attempt civilian contact?
Negative. Maintain safe distance until Dr. Rose arrives. 106 is extremely dangerous to direct contact.
Understood, but if there are people in that house...
I know, Max, but rushing in will only create more casualties. We need proper containment protocols.
Nicole, I need to show you something, but it's going to be really disturbing.
What is it?
A picture of my dad, from right now.
Send it. Peter, that's not your father. Peter, you need to get away from him, right now.
I'm trying, but there's nowhere to go, and his voice doesn't sound right anymore. It's deeper.
Where is he now?
I don't know. That's the problem. I can hear him, but I can't see him.
What do you mean?
His voice is coming from the walls, from inside the walls. Nicole, I think he's moving through the walls.
People can't move through walls, Peter.
It's like he's everywhere at once. In the walls, in the floors, in the ceiling. I don't understand what's happening to my family, or to our house. Everything is wrong.
Try to stay calm. Help is coming.
Nicole.
What?
He is through the wall.
Peter, run! Peter?
Dr. Simons, I've completed the neighborhood analysis.
What did you find?
The corrosive stains didn't start today. Satellite imagery shows they've been appearing throughout the area for the past week, starting with minor discoloration on building exteriors, then progressing to structural damage.
How many buildings are affected?
At least 23 residential structures, and the pattern is expanding outward from the epicenter, but the rate appears to be accelerating.
That confirms active manifestation. SCP-106 is establishing territory.
Should I attempt to contact residents in the affected area?
Negative. Anyone still in that zone is likely compromised. Maybe even worse.
Dr. Simons, approaching the epicenter house now.
What's the visual assessment?
Black residue covers approximately all of the property.
Any movement or activity?
Negative on civilian activity. Wait, I see something.
Report.
There's a figure in the front yard.
Civilian?
Nope, he is our old fella SCP-106.
Max, get back. Max, retreat immediately. Do not approach.
Tactical withdrawal. It's moving. It's gliding toward me.
Run, Max. Get to your vehicle. Max, report your status. Agent Strickland, respond. Agent Strickland, report. All units, this is Dr. Simons. We have confirmed SCP-106 manifestation at grid reference 847N. Agent Strickland is missing and presumed captured, requesting immediate backup. Minimum safe distance is now 2 kilometers. Repeat, maintain 2-kilometer perimeter. SCP-106 is active and hunting.
I'm hiding inside the house.
Thank God. I was so afraid.
I think he is going outside time to time, but can't hear any door opening. He is phasing through materials.
Oh, Peter, did you find your mother?
No, I will try to.
Just be careful, Peter. They are coming to help you.
Dr. Simons, I've arrived at the perimeter, confirming SCP-106 manifestation. This is a full manifestation. 106 has completely materialized.
Casualty estimates?
Based on the affected area size and residential density, we're looking at potential loss of 60 to 80 civilians.
Any signs of survivors?
Minimal electromagnetic signatures from within the zone, possibly 1 or 2 active cellular devices, but that doesn't confirm survivors. We need to assume anyone still communicating from inside is compromised.
What about containment options?
At this stage of manifestation, we'll need heavy deployment and expect significant losses.
He found me.
What?
In the bathroom. Came through the floor, melted up through it like it was water.
Where are you now?
Upstairs hallway, but there's nowhere to go.
Keep running. Don't stop moving.
I'm trying.
You have to find a way out.
There is no way out. He made sure of that. We're trapped in here with him, Mom and me. But I don't know where he took her. He's calling my name again.
Don't listen to him.
Hard not to. His voice is everywhere, coming from the walls, the floor, the ceiling.
Focus on me instead.
Trying.
Don't give up, Peter.
Maybe I should just let him catch me.
No, keep fighting.
He told me that we're going to be together forever, the whole family, in his place, wherever that is.
Peter, stay focused.
I'm in the master bedroom now, but there's nowhere else to go. This is the end of the hall.
Hide under the bed or something.
I am. But he can go through the bed. He can go through anything.
Then fight.
With what?
I don't know, but you have to try.
He's in the room now. Blocking my exit.
Peter, get away from him.
Just him and me.
What's he doing?
Smiling.
Dr. Simons, Agent Lynch reporting, leading Team Delta 7 to investigate Agent Strickland's last known position.
Understood, Sarah. What's your team composition?
4 operatives, myself, Agents Nelson, Blake, and Jade. Full hazmat and detection equipment.
Maintain minimum safe distance. Do not approach within 500 meters of the epicenter.
Copy that. We're approaching the perimeter now. Significant atmospheric disturbance visible.
What are you seeing?
Black corrosion on multiple structures. He definitely captured the atmosphere and flora.
Any sign of Strickland?
Negative on visual contact. Found his vehicle abandoned approximately 400 meters from target house. Key still in ignition. Door left open.
Proceed with extreme caution.
Blake is picking up movement on thermal. Something large approximately 200 meters ahead.
Is it human?
Humanoid but wrong proportions. Too tall. Moves incorrectly.
Do not engage. Observe and report only.
It's moving toward us. Fast.
Fall back immediately.
We're pulling back. It just disappeared. Into the ground. It sank through solid earth.
Sarah, get out of there now.
We're trying. Jade says it's moving underground, heading toward our position.
Run.
It's coming up.
Agent Lynch, respond. Sarah, come in. Team Delta 7, report. Nicole Bennington, this is Dr. Sheila Simons from the SCP Foundation.
Who is this? How did you get my number?
I'm a researcher with a government organization. We investigate unusual phenomena, and we believe your friend Peter is in danger.
Which government organization?
The kind that deals with things most people can't explain. Things like what's happening to Peter's family.
You know about that?
We've been monitoring the situation. The entity that has manifested in Peter's house is extremely dangerous.
Entity?
What Peter's father has become. It's not human anymore. It's something we've encountered before.
You've seen this happen to other people?
Yes, and we need your help to track its movements.
My help? I'm just a teenager.
But you have local knowledge, and you're in contact with someone inside the affected area.
Peter hasn't responded in hours.
We know, but you can still help us from outside.
Help you do what?
Monitor the spread of corrosion in the neighborhood. Report any new black staining on buildings or vehicles. This entity expands its territory systematically.
And you want me to track it?
From a safe distance. We'll provide you with binoculars and a secure communication device.
What happened to Peter?
We're working on that, but right now, we need to prevent this from spreading further.
Okay, I'll help. But I want to know everything you know about what took my friend.
Agreed. Meet us at the coordinates I'm sending you.
But there's a curfew.
You are exempt from it. We'll brief you on the situation.
Dr. Simons, I'm at the point you set up.
What's your visual assessment?
The black staining has spread to houses.
The entity is expanding its hunting ground. Any signs of civilian activity in the affected area?
No lights in windows, no one. It's like everyone just vanished.
They probably did.
What do you mean?
This entity doesn't just kill, it takes people to another place, somewhere we can't reach them.
You mean Peter might still be alive?
Possibly, but not in any way we'd recognize.
Dr. Simons, I'm authorizing full containment protocols for the 847N incident.
Understood, Director. What resources are being deployed?
Mobile Task Force Epsilon 6, heavy containment equipment, and civilian evacuation under emergency chemical spill protocols.
How large an evacuation?
5-kilometer radius. We're telling local authorities there's been a toxic industrial accident. Mandatory evacuation for public safety.
That should give us room to operate.
It also means we have limited time. Once media attention focuses on the area, our cover story becomes harder to maintain.
Understood. We've lost 2 teams already.
I'm aware. That's why I'm authorizing experimental containment methods. Electromagnetic disruption technology. It's never been tested on a fully manifested SCP-106, but theoretical models suggest it might interfere with its phasing abilities.
Might?
Nothing is certain with 106, but we have to try something before it breaks containment entirely.
Dr. Simons, Agent Torres deployed with specialized tracking equipment, approaching grid reference 847N.
Which tracking equipment?
Dimensional phase detectors, electromagnetic mapping gear, and thermal imaging with spectral analysis.
Maintain safe distance, Agent Torres. We've already lost 2 teams.
Copy that. I'm staying well outside the affected perimeter. Attempting thermal scan now. Wait, I've got movement.
Describe what you're seeing.
Humanoid figure, approximately 3 meters tall, moving between houses, through them, literally passing through solid walls like they're not there.
Get a photograph if possible.
Attempting now. It's looking this way.
Agent Torres, respond. Rick, come in. Agent Torres, report status.
Nicole, this is Research Assistant Paul Douglas. Dr. Simons asked me to coordinate with you on movement tracking.
Okay, what do you need me to do?
I'm going to show you a map of the affected area. I need you to mark any new corrosion you observe.
I can see the map. The damage is definitely spreading.
Can you identify a pattern?
It seems to be moving outward from Peter's house, but not in a perfect circle.
How would you describe the pattern?
It's following the streets, targeting houses with families.
Families specifically?
The single-person houses don't seem as affected, but every house with kids has major damage.
That's consistent with 106's hunting preferences. It targets family units.
Why?
We're not entirely sure, but it seems to feed on familial bonds, the emotional connections between family members.
That's horrible.
Which houses do you think it will target next?
Based on the pattern, probably the Morrison family on Oak Street. They have 3 kids.
We need to evacuate them immediately.
I can try to reach their house.
Do it. Our teams seem to delay him. He will be focused on them and keep monitoring. Your local knowledge is invaluable.
Dr. Simons, analysis of the containment zone confirms our worst fears.
Explain.
SCP-106 is systematically clearing the entire residential area. It's not hunting randomly. It's methodically eliminating every family unit within its territory.
How many families are we talking about?
Approximately 43 households, estimated 127 civilians, and the entity is accelerating its activities.
What's the rate for acceleration?
Each Foundation team we've sent has disappeared faster than the previous one. Strickland lasted 2 minutes minutes after first contact. Lynch's team managed 1 minute. Torres lasted less than 30 seconds.
It's learning.
Exactly. 106 is adapting its hunting strategies based on our containment attempts. It's becoming more efficient at eliminating Foundation personnel.
What about the civilian evacuation?
We've successfully evacuated the outer perimeter, but anyone within the core affected area is presumed lost. 106 has had too much time to establish its territory.
Containment options?
Limited. Standard protocols are ineffective against a fully manifested 106. We need the experimental electromagnetic technology. And even that's theoretical.
What are our chances?
60% chance of disrupting its phasing abilities. 40% chance of making it angry.
Paul, there's new activity.
What are you seeing?
The Morrison house. Black staining just appeared on their roof. It's spreading fast.
What status?
It covered half the roof in the time it took me to text you, and now it's moving down the walls.
Did you reach them?
Yes, they're evacuating now.
Good. And the liquid?
It's moving, flowing toward other vehicles, like it's alive.
106 is using the corrosive substance as an extension of itself, expanding its influence beyond direct physical presence.
You mean that black stuff is part of the monster?
In a way, yes. Everything it touches becomes part of its hunting territory.
How do we stop something like that?
We're working on it, but honestly, we've never dealt with a manifestation this extensive.
What about Peter and his family? Is there any way to get them back?
I wish I could give you a definitive answer, but 106's pocket dimension is largely inaccessible. People who go there rarely return, and when they do, they're not the same.
What do you mean?
They become extensions of 106 itself, lost to us forever.
So Peter is probably gone.
I'm sorry, Nicole, but we have to focus on preventing more casualties.
I understand. What do you need me to watch for next?
Any signs of the entity moving beyond the current perimeter? If it starts targeting houses on the outer streets, we'll need to expand evacuation.
I'll keep watching, but this feels hopeless. How do you fight something that can ignore physical laws?
Very carefully, and with a lot of backup.
Director Stone, we need to deploy the experimental containment technology immediately.
Are you certain? We only get one chance with the electromagnetic disruptors.
SCP-106 is expanding beyond our projections, and it's learning from each containment attempt. If we wait much longer, it may become impossible to contain.
What about civilian casualties?
We estimate 43 families have already been taken. The evacuation has cleared the outer perimeter. Anyone still in the core zone is presumed lost.
Authorized. I'm deploying Agent Victoria Hayes with the experimental equipment. This is our last option.
Understood. And if the electromagnetic disruption fails?
Then we implement nuclear protocols. Better to destroy the area than let 106 break full containment.
Nicole, where are you?
At the observation point, like Dr. Simon said.
There are black stains on our house. On our house, Nicole.
What?
And they're spreading.
Mom, you need to get out of there right now.
Get out and go where?
Dr. Simons gave me coordinates for a safe house. I'm sending them to you.
Nicole, what is happening?
Remember when I tried to tell you about Peter's family? How you said I was worrying about minor household problems?
This isn't minor, is it?
No, Mom. It's not minor at all.
The stains are moving. They're actually moving across the wall.
Pack a bag and leave right now. Don't try to understand it, just get out.
I'm so sorry I didn't believe you. About Peter. About all of this.
You can apologize later. Right now, just drive to those coordinates.
Okay, I'm leaving now. I love you, honey.
I love you too, Mom. And Mom?
Yes?
Don't look back at the house. Just drive.
Dr. Simons, Director Kane Walsh deploying with MTF Alpha 9. Heavy containment equipment specifically configured for SCP-106.
What kind of equipment?
Stabilizers, anchors, and prototype phase disruption technology.
How many personnel?
12 specialists. Best containment team we have.
Kane, be extremely careful. We've lost everyone we've sent so far.
This team is different. We have equipment designed specifically for trans-dimensional entities.
106 has been adapting to our strategies.
Then it's time we adapted too. Approaching the perimeter now.
Readings?
Massive disturbance, but our anchors are holding.
Any visual contact?
Negative on the entity, but the corrosive damage is extensive. Entire blocks look like they've been dissolved.
Stay alert.
Copy that. Deploying anchors in a grid pattern. If this works, we should be able to trap 106 in normal space.
How long for full deployment?
15 minutes. Wait, movement detected.
Where?
Everywhere. It's like the entity is all around us, but we can't see it.
The anchors should prevent phasing.
They're not working. It's still moving through solid matter. Johnson just disappeared. Into the ground.
Fall back immediately.
Negative. We're almost finished with the anchor grid. If we can complete it.
Kane, what's happening? Director Walsh, respond. Kane, come in. MTF Alpha 9, report status. Nicole, I need a status update on the electromagnetic disturbances.
They're getting stronger. My equipment is going crazy.
Specific readings?
The needle keeps spiking off the scale, and there's this humming sound in the air.
Humming?
Low frequency vibration. It makes my teeth ache. And something else.
What?
The air above the affected area. It's shimmering, sensing heat waves, but there's no heat.
106 is destabilizing local spacetime.
Is that bad?
It means the manifestation is reaching critical mass.
What happens at critical mass?
106 becomes impossible to contain and starts expanding exponentially.
Dr. Simons, I've compiled casualty estimates. This is officially the largest SCP-106 manifestation on record.
How many personnel lost?
37 Foundation operatives, including Director Walsh.
Civilian casualties?
Estimated 127 missing. 43 family units, all presumed taken to 106's pocket dimension.
Any precedent for losses this extensive?
None. Previous 106 incidents involved single victims or small groups. This level of mass manifestation is unprecedented.
What changed?
Unknown, but something allowed 106 to fully materialize in our reality, instead of just reaching through from its dimension.
The implications are terrifying.
If 106 can establish permanent territory in our reality, standard containment becomes impossible.
We need the electromagnetic technology to work.
It's our only remaining option.
Nicole, I need detailed photographic documentation of the current state.
Of what specifically?
The entire affected area. We need to map the corrosion spread for the final containment attempt.
Okay, I'll start with the epicenter and work outward.
Be extremely careful. Jesus. The entire structure is gone.
More than gone. It's like it never existed. Peter's home is no longer.
What about neighboring houses? I can see the pattern. It's spreading in a precise geometric progression.
Something intelligent is directing it.
Exactly. It's systematically claiming territory. The corrosive substance is networking, creating channels between affected buildings.
Channels for what?
Probably transport. 106 can move instantly through its own corrosive material.
So it's building a highway system.
More like a web, with itself at the center. Infrastructure degradation is accelerating.
Everything metal is dissolving first, then concrete and asphalt. It's like the substance has preferences.
It does. 106's corrosion targets materials in a specific order, based on atomic density and molecular structure.
That's terrifyingly systematic.
What about the outer perimeter? It's still expanding.
Paul, I think we're running out of time.
I know. That's why Dr. Simons is deploying the experimental equipment tonight.
Tonight?
Agent Hayes is leading the final containment attempt. If the electromagnetic disruptors don't work,
What happens if they don't work?
then we implement nuclear protocols.
Nuclear?
Better to destroy the area than let 106 break full containment.
What about Peter and all the other people it took?
If the nuclear option happens, they're lost forever.
Mom, are you safe at the Foundation facility?
Yes, honey, though I still don't understand what this place is.
It's complicated. Just stay there until this is over.
When will it be over?
Tonight, one way or another.
That doesn't sound reassuring.
I'm sorry I couldn't explain everything before. You wouldn't have believed me.
I believe you now, after seeing our house, after seeing what's happening to the whole neighborhood.
The Foundation people are good at dealing with this stuff.
Are they? Because from what I've overheard, they've lost a lot of people.
They have, but they're still trying. They won't give up.
Neither will you, apparently. I'm proud of you for helping them.
Someone has to. And I was Peter's friend. I owe it to him to see this through.
Just promise me you'll stay safe.
I promise. I'm far enough away to be out of danger.
But close enough to help.
Exactly.
That's my daughter, always trying to help everyone.
I learned it from you, Mom.
I love you, Nicole.
I love you too. And Mom?
Yes?
If something goes wrong tonight, if the nuclear option happens, whatever happens, we'll face it together. Even if we're not in the same place.
Promise me you won't do anything heroic.
I promise to be careful.
That's not the same thing.
It's the best I can do. The Foundation needs my help. And Peter's counting on me, even if he doesn't know it.
Dr. Simons, Specialist Emma Plank, leading Epsilon 6 backup unit, deploying experimental sonic deterrent technology.
What's the theory behind sonic deterrence?
Dimensional entities may be vulnerable to specific frequency disruption. If we can find 106's resonant frequency, we might destabilize its manifestation.
Any precedent for sonic weapons against SCPs?
Limited, but theoretical models suggest transdimensional beings rely on harmonic stability.
Proceed with extreme caution, Emma. We can't afford to lose another team.
Copy that. Positioning sonic arrays at optimal distances. Initial frequency sweep beginning now.
Any immediate response from the entity?
Negative, but electromagnetic readings are fluctuating. Something is responding to the sonic bombardment.
Promising. Increase intensity gradually.
Roger. Amplifying to level 3. Wait. The corrosive patterns are changing.
How?
They're moving faster, like the sonic waves are agitating the substance.
That could be good or bad.
I think it's bad. The black liquid is flowing toward our position.
Fall back immediately.
We're pulling back, but the sonic equipment is massive. We can't move it quickly.
Abandon the equipment.
Negative. This technology costs millions to develop.
Your lives are worth more than equipment.
Almost finished with evacuation procedures. Just need another minute.
You don't have another minute.
Contact. Visual on the entity. It's coming straight for us.
Run, Emma.
It's moving impossibly fast.
Get out of there. Emma, respond. Specialist Plank, come in. Epsilon 6 backup report status?
Dr. Simons, I'm seriously considering nuclear authorization. We've lost too many people with no successful containment.
Director, I need more time. We're getting valuable intelligence from our civilian asset.
Nicole Bennington, one teenager with her bicycle against an entity that's eliminated 43 trained agents?
She has advantages our teams don't. Distance, local knowledge, and 106 doesn't seem to prioritize civilian targets at range.
Yet, but what happens when it finishes with the immediate area?
That's why we need the electromagnetic disruptors. Agent Hayes is still preparing for deployment.
One more attempt. If Hayes fails, I'm authorizing nuclear sterilization.
Understood.
How many civilian casualties are we talking about with nuclear option?
The evacuation cleared most of the outer areas, but anyone within the blast radius who didn't evacuate.
How many?
Estimated 12 families, maybe 35 people.
Better than letting 106 reach population centers. If it breaks containment entirely, we could be looking at tens of thousands of casualties.
I understand the mathematics, but those 35 people deserve a chance.
So did our 43 agents. Sometimes there are no good choices.
Dr. Simons, I have a problem. The emergency shelter at the community center. It's showing black staining too.
That's 8 kilometers from the epicenter.
I know, but I can see it spreading across the building. This thing isn't contained anymore. It's hunting actively.
Dr. Simons, I've lost contact with Observation Post Alpha.
When?
15 minutes ago. Their last transmission was a photograph.
How did it find them?
Unknown. The bunker was completely camouflaged and positioned 3 kilometers from any known corrosion.
What about the other observation posts?
Also silent. Beta went dark 20 minutes ago. Gamma stopped responding an hour ago.
All of them?
Every single observation team. The last images from Gamma Post show the same thing.
It's systematically hunting our surveillance teams.
Like it knows exactly where they are, even when they're hidden and maintaining radio silence.
Adapting to our tactics.
The images from Beta Post are even more disturbing.
It's studying our technology.
That's what I'm afraid of. What if it learns how our equipment works?
Then it becomes infinitely more dangerous.
Dr. Simons, I've analyzed the pattern of team disappearances. 106's hunting behavior is evolving rapidly.
It's getting more efficient.
More than efficient. It's learning our tactics and adapting countermeasures. And now, it's eliminating our observation posts. Posts that were positioned for maximum concealment.
How is it finding them?
Unknown, but it suggests 106 has developed enhanced detection capabilities, possibly by studying captured Foundation personnel.
How does he study our personnel?
We don't know what happens to people in 106's pocket dimension, but if it can extract tactical knowledge from our agents,
then every person it captures makes it more dangerous.
Precisely, which is why nuclear sterilization may be our only option.
Dr. Simons, Specialist Marcus Jonathan beginning final reconnaissance. Orders are to locate 106 and transmit coordinates for electromagnetic strike.
Marcus, I need those coordinates, but don't take any unnecessary risks.
Understood. I'm using minimal equipment to avoid detection. Just basic comms and GPS.
Smart. 106 seems to be drawn to Foundation technology.
Approaching the former epicenter area now. The damage is unbelievable.
Any sign of the entity?
Negative on visual, but the electromagnetic readings are off the charts. Something massive is active down there.
Down where?
Underground. The corrosion patterns suggest 106 has created a subterranean network.
A network?
Tunnels, maybe. Or pocket dimensions. Hard to tell from surface level.
Can you get coordinates?
Working on it. The GPS is having trouble with all the dimensional interference. Coordinates are 42.3558 meridian, 71.06 glava. Repeat target coordinates 42.35 meridian, 71.06 degwali.
Received. Now get out.
It's coming up through the ground.
Marcus, respond. Specialist Jonathan, come in. Marcus, report status.
Paul, I'm seeing something really disturbing.
What now?
The monster. It's kilometers away. I can see it with my binoculars. It's at one of the abandoned Foundation positions, the one where Planck's team disappeared.
Oh no.
It's studying it.
How can you tell?
It's handling the devices carefully, turning them over, looking at them from different angles.
It's trying to understand how they work.
Exactly. And there's something else.
What?
The equipment is changing, getting covered in that black substance. But instead of dissolving, it's being modified. The black stuff is integrating with the technology, making it part of itself.
That's terrifying.
Some of the modified equipment is still working. I can see lights blinking, screens displaying information. It looks like the monster is using Foundation technology to do Foundation things.
Like surveillance.
Or communication. Paul, what if it can access Foundation networks now?
Then we're in serious trouble. It would have access to all our protocols, all our containment strategies.
Everything you've learned about fighting it.
Everything we've learned about fighting anything.
It's getting smarter, and now it has your tools.
I need to report this immediately.
Should I keep watching?
Yes, but if it starts looking in your direction, run.
Final status report. 43 Foundation personnel confirmed missing. All observation posts eliminated. SCP-106 demonstrating unprecedented learning behavior. Entity has access to Foundation equipment and possibly our communications. Civilian casualties estimated at 127 missing, plus additional evacuation vehicle passengers. Corrosive expansion now covers 8-kilometer radius and growing. Standard containment protocols have proven completely ineffective. Agent Hayes' electromagnetic disruption attempt. This is our last viable option before nuclear protocols.
Dr. Simons, I was watching the monster with my binoculars. The monster just looked directly at me.
What?
It turned away from the equipment and looked straight at my position, from 5 kilometers away.
That's impossible.
It waved at me.
Waved?
As if it was saying hello or goodbye.
Get out of there immediately.
I am already, but Dr. Simons.
What?
I don't think distance matters anymore. I think it knows exactly where all of us are, all the time.
Then we're out of options.
What about Agent Hayes?
She's our last hope. If the electromagnetic disruptors don't work...
Nuclear option?
Nuclear option.
And everyone who's been taken?
Gone forever.
Including Peter.
Including Peter.
Then Agent Hayes better succeed.
Yes, she better.
Dr. Simons, this is Agent Hayes, requesting clarification on essential personnel.
Yourself, Dr. Rose, Research Assistant Douglas, and monitoring staff only.
Understood. What's triggered Scramble 7?
SCP-106's activity radius has expanded beyond our projected containment zone. It's now actively hunting at distances up to 12 kilometers from epicenter, and we haven't even slowed it down.
What about the electromagnetic technology?
You're still authorized to proceed. But Hayes?
Yes?
If this doesn't work, you're not coming back.
I understand the risks.
Do you? Because 59 other agents understood the risks too.
My phone screen keeps flickering, and there's this static in my calls.
Electromagnetic interference. You're picking up residual effects from 106's dimensional distortions.
Is that dangerous?
Probably not directly, but it means 106's influence is reaching your location.
I'm kilometers away.
I know, which is why we're evacuating you to the backup facility.
Another evacuation?
This is the 3rd safe house we've had to abandon. 106 keeps expanding its territory.
How much territory can one entity control?
We're about to find out.
Paul, I'm scared.
Good. Fear keeps you alert, and right now, alert might be the only thing that keeps you alive.
What about the people it's taken? Peter and all the others?
Still trying to determine if rescue is possible, but our priority has to be stopping the expansion.
Before it reaches populated areas.
Before it reaches anywhere. If 106 establishes permanent territory in our reality,
it becomes unstoppable.
Exactly.
No pressure on Agent Hayes then?
None at all.
Dr. Siemens, I'm authorizing deployment of the experimental containment technology, Project Resonance Cage.
Are you certain, Director?
We're out of conventional options, and nuclear sterilization is looking more inevitable by the hour.
What does Resonance Cage involve?
Electromagnetic field manipulation designed to disrupt transdimensional phasing. If successful, it should trap 106 in normal spacetime.
And if unsuccessful?
The volunteer team gets torn apart, probably painfully.
Volunteers?
This isn't a mission you can order someone to undertake. The survival probability is approximately 12%.
12%?
Agent Hayes has already volunteered, along with 3 specialists from the engineering division.
4 people against something that's eliminated 59 agents?
4 people with technology specifically designed to exploit 106's weaknesses. If we can lock it into our reality, it becomes vulnerable to conventional containment.
Theoretically.
Theoretically, but it's better than nuclear sterilization, marginally.
Dr. Simons, Agent Victoria Hayes requesting final mission briefing.
Victoria, are you sure about this?
Yes, I am. 59 of my colleagues are gone. Someone has to stop this thing.
The survival odds
are better than doing nothing. And if we don't stop it here and now, how long do we have until it reaches our houses too? What's the technology package?
Resonance cage consists of 4 electromagnetic field generators. They need to be positioned in a perfect square around 106's current location. Margin of error is less than 1 meter.
That's precise.
It has to be. The electromagnetic fields create a resonance pattern that should disrupt 106's phasing ability.
Should?
Computer models suggest a 73% chance of successful phase disruption.
And the other 27%?
The electromagnetic fields tear open permanent dimensional rifts.
Which would be bad.
Catastrophically bad.
How long does the setup take?
Approximately 45 minutes, during which time 106 will almost certainly detect your presence.
And try to stop us.
It's eliminated every team we've sent, usually within minutes of deployment.
Then we'll have to work faster.
Victoria,
I know the risks. But what's the alternative? Let 106 consume the entire region?
the alternative is nuclear sterilization.
Which kills everyone in the blast radius, including the people 106 has taken.
If they're still alive.
If they're still alive, I have to try to save them.
Nicole, I need you to monitor electromagnetic readings during Hayes' approach.
What am I looking for?
Any changes in the interference patterns, 106 might respond differently to the new technology.
What if I lose communication?
Then you run, and keep running until you're far, far away. If the electromagnetic containment fails catastrophically, the dimensional rifts could affect a much larger area.
You mean reality could break down?
In the worst-case scenario, yes.
And in the best case?
We trap 106 and figure out how to rescue the people it's taken.
What are the odds of the best case?
Honestly, very low.
But we have to try.
We have to try.
Agent Hayes is very brave.
We all are.
When does she start the approach?
In 20 minutes. Once she begins, events will move very quickly.
Quickly?
Either we'll have containment within an hour, or we'll implement nuclear protocols.
1 hour to save everyone.
1 hour to save the world.
Agent Hayes, Dr. Rose providing technical support for resonance cage deployment.
What's the technical rundown?
4 field generators, creating intersecting electromagnetic patterns. The intersection point becomes a null phase zone. Anything inside cannot shift between dimensions.
How large is the null phase zone?
Approximately 50 meters in diameter, large enough to contain 106, if we can position it correctly.
How do we get 106 into the zone?
You'll need to lure it to the center.
Using myself as bait.
Unfortunately, yes. 106 is drawn to Foundation personnel, especially teams carrying advanced technology.
So I set up the generators, activate them, and wait for 106 to come to me.
Essentially, but the timing has to be perfect. If you activate the field too early, 106 will sense the trap.
And if I activate it too late?
106 kills you before the containment takes effect.
Narrow window.
About 3 seconds.
3 seconds to save everyone.
No pressure.
None at all.
Paul, the electromagnetic readings just spiked. The needle literally jumped off the scale, and now there's this humming sound.
What kind of humming?
Low frequency vibration. It's making my teeth ache. And all the electronics in the safe house are malfunctioning.
That's not supposed to happen yet. Hayes hasn't even begun setup.
Then what's causing it?
Unknown, but it suggests 106 is responding to the presence of the containment technology.
It knows we're coming.
It might. 106 has demonstrated learning behavior throughout this incident.
What does that mean for Agent Hayes?
It means she's walking into a trap instead of setting one.
Should we abort?
That's not my decision. But if we abort, nuclear sterilization becomes inevitable.
And if we don't abort?
Agent Hayes probably dies, along with any chance of saving the people 106 has taken.
There has to be another way.
There isn't. This is our last option.
Then Agent Hayes better be as good as everyone says she is.
She's the best we have, but even the best might not be enough.
Dr. Simons, beginning approach to deployment zone. Electromagnetic equipment loaded and functional.
Victoria, the readings suggest 106 knows you're coming.
Let it know. Maybe that will make it overconfident.
Or more dangerous.
It's already eliminated 59 agents. How much more dangerous can it get?
We're about to find out.
Visual on the affected zone now. The damage is unbelievable. Entire city blocks reduced to black craters. It looks like someone took an eraser to the world.
Any sign of 106?
Negative on direct visual, but the electromagnetic disturbance is massive. Something very large and very powerful is active down there.
Proceed with generator placement.
Roger. First generator positioned. Moving to coordinates for generator 2.
How's the equipment performing?
So far, so good. Though the electromagnetic interference is making calibration difficult.
That's expected.
Second generator in position. Beginning calibration sequence.
Any response from 106?
The ground is starting to vibrate. Something massive is moving underneath. Building sized. Whatever 106 has become down there, it's much larger than we thought.
The electromagnetic interference just changed.
What do you mean?
It's patterned. Like a signal, it's repeating every 30 seconds. Same pattern, same duration.
That's impossible. 106 doesn't communicate through electromagnetic signals.
Maybe it does now. Maybe it learned how from all the Foundation equipment it captured.
Are you recording the pattern?
Yes. Should I try to decode it?
Absolutely not. If 106 is trying to communicate, we don't want to know what it's saying.
What if it's trying to negotiate?
106 doesn't negotiate, it hunts.
But what if this time is different? What if it wants to make a deal?
What kind of deal could a trans-dimensional horror possibly offer?
The return of the people it's taken, in exchange for us leaving it alone.
Nicole, that's not how 106 operates. It doesn't make deals. It takes what it wants.
People change. Maybe monsters can too.
Or maybe it's trying to lure us into a false sense of security before it eliminates Agent Hayes.
The signal is getting stronger, more frequent, and more complex. It's getting excited about something.
Or preparing for something.
Paul, I think Agent Hayes is in serious danger.
She was in serious danger the moment she volunteered.
This is different. 106 is planning. Whatever it is, it's big.
Dr. Simons, third generator positioned and calibrated. Moving to final position.
How's the electromagnetic interference?
Intensifying. The air itself feels charged, like standing inside a lightning storm.
Any sign of 106?
The ground vibrations are getting stronger. Whatever it's doing down there, it knows I'm here.
Proceed with extreme caution, Victoria.
Fourth generator in position. Beginning final calibration sequence.
How long until activation?
3 minutes, assuming nothing goes wrong. The ground just cracked open 50 meters to my left. Black liquid flows through the cracks.
106 is emerging.
Not emerging. It's already here. The entire area is 106.
What do you mean?
The black substance isn't just corrosion. It's part of the entity. 106 has become the landscape itself.
How large are we talking?
Approximately 2 square kilometers. We're not dealing with a creature anymore. We're dealing with a living environment.
Can the containment system handle something that large?
We're about to find out. Activating resonance cage in 30 seconds.
Good luck, Victoria.
Thanks. I'm going to need it. Activating now.
Dr. Rose, Hayes has activated the containment system.
Electromagnetic readings?
Off the charts. The field generators are producing energy levels we've never seen before.
Any response from 106?
Immediate and dramatic. The black substance is reacting violently to the electromagnetic fields. It's contracting. The fields are forcing it to compress.
That's exactly what should happen. The electromagnetic resonance disrupts 106's dimensional phasing. Without access to its pocket dimension, it has to exist entirely in our reality.
And our reality has physical limitations.
Exactly. 106 is being forced into a more solid state.
The compression is accelerating. 2 square kilometers of entity matter condensing into
what?
Something much smaller and much more vulnerable.
Dr. Simons. The containment field is working. The liquid seems to be retracted from the cracks. The atmosphere is getting some light, and the best one is 106 is being forced into physical form. We defeated its free form, its spatial dominance, and at the center, it is taking shape.
Taking what shape?
Humanoid, approximately 3 meters tall, but solid now, actually solid.
Can it still phase through matter?
Testing now. I'm throwing rocks at it.
And
the rocks hit it. They don't pass through. 106 is trapped in normal spacetime.
Excellent. Deploy the isolation chamber.
Chamber deployment in progress. 106 is struggling against the electromagnetic barriers, but it can't escape.
How long until full containment?
Chamber is locking into position now. Wait, 106 is doing something.
What?
It's looking at me, and it's smiling.
Smiling?
As if it knows something I don't, but the chamber is sealing. Whatever it knows, it's too late. You can smile all you want in your pocket dimension forever. Locked it up in the container cell.
Paul, are you seeing this? The electromagnetic fields are creating visible light distortions. They look like aurora borealis.
That's 106, trapped in physical form. Environment is changing.
Is it really contained?
If the isolation chamber sealed properly, yes. You're documenting the first successful 106 containment during active manifestation.
The light show is fading.
That means the electromagnetic fields are stabilizing. 106 is fully contained.
What about all the people it took?
Unknown, but now that we have 106 contained, we can study its abilities, maybe find a way to access its pocket dimension.
Maybe find a way to rescue Peter and the others.
Maybe. It's the first real hope we've had.
Dr. Simons, confirming successful containment. SCP-106 is secured within the isolation chamber.
Chamber integrity?
100%. Electromagnetic fields are stable. 106 cannot phase through the chamber walls.
Any sign of dimensional disturbance?
Negative. The entity's connection to its pocket dimension has been severed.
Permanently?
As long as the electromagnetic fields remain active, which they will indefinitely.
What about the corrosive substance?
It's dissipating. Without 106's dimensional influence, the black matter is losing coherence.
How long until complete dissipation?
Approximately 72 hours. The affected area will be safe for civilian return within a week.
Outstanding. Agent Hayes has accomplished the impossible.
She's given us a reliable method for containing 106. Future manifestations won't be nearly as devastating.
Let's hope we don't see any future manifestations.
Nicole, I'm reading complete electromagnetic normalization in your area.
What does that mean?
106's influence is going away. You're safe to return to normal communication protocols.
So it's really over?
The immediate crisis is over. 106 is contained and being transported to a permanent facility.
Foundation facility?
A specially designed containment site with redundant electromagnetic systems. 106 will never be able to manifest like this again.
And the people it took?
That's the next phase of research. Now that we understand how to contain 106, we can study its abilities safely.
How will you study?
Controlled experiments. Limited dimensional access under heavily monitored conditions.
To find the pocket dimension.
Exactly. And hopefully, to bring people back.
How long might that take?
Months, maybe years.
But there's hope.
For the first time since this started, yes, there's real hope.
Dr. Simons, SCP-106 transport preparation complete. Entity is secured and ready for movement to Site 19.
Outstanding work, Victoria. You've achieved something no one thought possible.
It was the technology. The electromagnetic resonance cage worked exactly as designed.
The technology was useless without someone brave enough to deploy it.
59 agents died trying to contain this thing. I just happened to have the right equipment.
You had more than equipment. You had the skill to use it under impossible circumstances.
What happens now?
106 goes into permanent containment, and you get a commendation.
I don't want a commendation. I want to help with the rescue research.
Rescue research?
Finding the people 106 took. Peter Castle and all the others.
That could be dangerous work.
So was this. And besides, I feel responsible.
Responsible for what?
For not getting here sooner. For letting 106 take so many people before we could stop it.
Victoria, that's not your fault.
Maybe not, but I still want to help bring them home.
Nicole, the immediate crisis is over. SCP-106 has been successfully contained.
Is it really over?
The manifestation event is concluded. 106 can no longer threaten civilian populations.
What about Peter and his family?
We're going to try to find them. Agent Hayes has volunteered to lead the rescue research.
Rescue research?
Studying 106's pocket dimension, looking for ways to access it safely, and bring people back.
Can I help?
How?
I know Peter better than anyone. If you find him, I might be able to help him readjust.
Readjust to what?
To being human again. If that's even possible after what he's been through.
We don't know what condition the taken individuals will be in, if we can retrieve them at all.
But you'll try.
We'll try. I promise you that.
Thank you for everything.
You helped save thousands of lives, Nicole. Your intelligence gathering made the containment possible.
I just want my friend back.
I know, and we're going to do everything we can to make that happen.
Final containment report. SCP-106 manifestation successfully terminated. Entity contained using experimental electromagnetic resonance technology. Containment method proven effective and replicable. Civilian casualties. 127 missing. Presumed taken to 106's pocket dimension. Foundation casualties. 59 personnel missing. Presumed taken. Containment breakthrough. First successful capture of SCP-106 during active manifestation. Technology effectiveness. Electromagnetic fields disrupt 106's dimensional phasing abilities. Future applications. Containment protocol established for similar manifestation events. Research priority. Investigation into pocket dimension access for potential rescue operations. The successful containment of SCP-106 represents a major breakthrough in Foundation capabilities. While the civilian casualties are significant, the successful containment prevented exponentially greater losses. The next phase will focus on rescue operations, though success in that endeavor remains uncertain.
Mom, I'm coming home.
Is it safe?
Yes, the monster has been captured.
And Peter? And our neighbors?
Still missing, but they're going to try to find them.
Try?
It's complicated, Mom, but there's hope now. Real hope.
I'm proud of you, honey, for helping them, for being so brave.
I wasn't brave. I was terrified the whole time.
Being brave doesn't mean you're not scared. It means you do what's right, even when you are scared.
I just wanted to help Peter.
And you did. You helped save everyone.
Not everyone. Peter is still gone.
But he might come back, thanks to what you did.
I hope so, Mom. I really hope so.
Come home, Nicole. We'll wait together, for as long as it takes.
I'm on my way. And Mom?
Yes?
I love you.
I love you too. More than you'll ever know.
Dr. Simons, SCP-106 successfully delivered to Site 19. Entity is secured in permanent containment.
Containment holding?
Perfectly. The electromagnetic fields are preventing any dimensional activity. 106 is completely isolated from its pocket dimension.
And the rescue research?
Beginning next week, we'll start with limited probing of 106's former dimensional connections.
Be careful, Victoria. We don't want to risk another manifestation.
Understood. All research will be conducted under maximum security protocols.
What about the civilian consultant? Nicole Bennington?
I'd like to have her involved. Her connection to Peter Castle could be valuable. If we manage to retrieve anyone from the pocket dimension.
Authorized. Nicole has more than earned our trust.
She saved all of us. Without her intelligence gathering, the containment would have failed.
And 106 would have consumed everything.
Exactly. She deserves to be part of the rescue effort.
Agreed. Bring Peter Castle home, Victoria. Bring them all home.
I will, or die trying.
No more dying. We've lost enough people to this thing. This is our chance of bringing them all back.
Then we'll succeed. We'll find a way. We have to.
Nicole, how did the Foundation meeting go?
Strange but important. They want me to work with them as a junior consultant.
Work with them doing what?
Helping develop protocols for civilians caught in anomalous events, using what I learned during the SCP-106 incident.
Is that safe?
Safer than what I just did, and it means I'll be involved in the rescue research.
Rescue research?
They're going to try to find Peter and the others in SCP-106's pocket dimension.
That sounds dangerous.
Everything the Foundation does is dangerous, but they're the only ones who can do it.
And you want to help them.
I have to, Mom. Peter is still out there somewhere. Even if the chances are small, I have to try.
What about school?
The Foundation has educational programs. I can finish high school through their system, and then maybe college.
This is a big decision, honey.
I know, but I can't just go back to normal life. Not after everything I've seen.
Then we'll support you, whatever you decide.
We?
The Foundation offered to relocate our family, closer to their facilities. Given our exposure to anomalous activity.
You'd be willing to move?
For you? Absolutely. Besides, after what happened to our neighborhood, I'm not sure I want to stay anyway.
Dear Peter, I know you probably can't read this, but I'm going to keep writing anyway. The Foundation contained the monster. Peter, is that you? It must have been an automated message. I miss you. Dr. Simons, I know the official reports list Peter and his family as presumed dead, but I don't believe it.
Nicole.
I know what the statistics say. I know how unlikely rescue is, but I've seen impossible things happen.
You've also seen terrible things happen.
Yes, but the terrible things taught me not to give up. Peter saved my life by texting me when this all started. Even when his world was falling apart, he reached out.
And you reached back.
And I'm still reaching. I'll never stop reaching until we bring them home.
The rescue research will continue. Agent Hayes has committed significant resources to the project.
I know, and I'll be ready when the time comes.
Ready for what?
To go get my friend, to bring Peter Castle home.
Nicole, that may not be possible.
A week ago, containing SCP-106 wasn't possible either, but we did it anyway.
Those are good principles.
I learned them from you, from Agent Hayes.
And we learned some things from you too.
Like what?
That sometimes the most important weapon against anomalous threats is refusing to accept defeat.
Exactly. So we don't accept defeat. We find Peter. We bring him home, no matter how long it takes. Oh, and hey, Dr. Simons.
Yes, Nicole?
Is it possible to communicate with the pocket dimension?
We don't know for sure, but in theory, hard but not impossible. After all, that place still has our scientists. They may find a way to do so.
I'm training to become a Foundation consultant now, learning how to help other people who go through what we went through. Agent Hayes says I have a gift for it. We're going to try to rescue you. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I promise we'll try. And I know that you can see these, that your last message wasn't an automated one. Scientists there must have found a way. Wait for me, Peter. Some way, somehow. You are coming home.